Greetings, ladies and germs of planet Earth and beyond. King Zero Phoenix here, and welcome back to Bendy and the Ink Machine. Normally I do something else to start off my end of the week sessions, but since there isn't really too much to this game, I figured I might as well wrap it up. Sorry about the constant hiking. Now that all the trees are in bloom, my allergies are kicking in. Anyhow, you notice my demon voice is back. The reason why? I haven't done it in a while. I thought, just for good laugh. Let's see. I believe last time we left off we had just finished Chapter 2, and now we're rolling right into Chapter 3. Honestly, I'm not sure how long this one's going to take. My original plan was to try and get into Chapter 4 through both the last two chapters in one go. But honestly, I don't see that happening. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Honestly, we'll just find out. And that's all kind of cracking up a bit because I was just rewatching some old Rick and Morty episodes. Such a good show. And still no word as to when Season 4 might eventually come out, assuming it's ever actually going to be a thing. Yep. That's right, Henry, waking up in Boris' safe house. Honestly, the smart thing would be to never leave the safe house, or just get an accident, like I said, tunnel your way out. I mean, everything is made of wood. Also, one other thing I keep finding strange, and I honestly cannot tell if that's ink or water. Either way, that is just plain disgusting. Another thing I notice is this is a mirror. I know it's reflective, but you notice Henry has no reflection whatsoever. Is this supposed to mean something, or is this just intentional, or heck, how do we know Henry himself isn't actually an ink person himself, then he doesn't even realize it? Hey, Boris, my man. Somewhat soothing.
I'm not getting out of here that easy. Need to open the door, but the lever's missing. Boris probably has it.
How observant of you, Henry.
Hey, buddy, you seen that lever handle around? Or are you holding it hostage until I make you something to eat? I thought so. Let's see what we got.
Fine soup for Boris. I honestly, even to this day, I'm not 100% sure what to make of this. Like, it's just a collage of every piece of Alice, Bendy, and himself mixed up. Is that supposed to be what Bendy is? I know this is supposed to act as health or something, but seriously though, this bacon soup has to be, like, century. Long expired, not necessarily good for your health. Ink. Don't mind that. Well, that looks all different levels of unsanitary. No comment. Alright, last bit of soup.
That should be enough.
Yeah, if only that soup wasn't expired. I mean, I'm just assuming it is, because seriously, it's been 30 years since Henry's been in this place. That soup has to be long expired. I mean, I know it's got a long shelf life and all, but still. Plus, does Boris even actually have to eat?
Here you go.
Interestingly enough, notice that Boris himself never actually eats the soup. And he's following us. I know he's friendly and all, but still, that's unsettling.
See what's out there. Don't wander off.
Yep, the little miracle station. I'm watching you, Ink Demon.
Looks like it's really dark up ahead. Let's find some light.
Well, if humans had just retained their night vision. I say retained in the sense that...
Scared, Boris. Keep the light near you so you don't get lost.
Him get lost? What about us? Though it is sweet of you, Henry, caring more for boars than your actual self. If I see even the slightest hint of Bendy's ink anywhere, I am... Ugh, let's just... I hear you, Bendy.
Did you hear that? Yeah, me either.
Yeah, pretending. The question is, who's more of the demon, Bendy or Alice? I suppose you could actually call her more of a fallen angel.
Dead end. I don't see any other way through. You got any ideas, Boris?
All I know is you better not leave me here. Honestly, I know it's part of the game, but I don't know why they had to make Henry so pathetic, like incapable of defending himself. I mean, honestly, it does not take a black belt in martial arts to know how to beat somebody into submission. Like, if you see someone coming out, they're about to punch you, all you have to do is step it aside and trip them in the back, bash them in the back of their head. Sure, it may cause them to go blind, but honestly, if you ask me, it's an acceptable loss.
Wow. I don't remember any of this.
Chances are that's because you never actually went this far down. God. Hey, Boris. I remember. If I see any signs of the ink going dark, I have got to bolt for that little miracle station. Otherwise, the ink demon will get me.
Always on time.
You always got to try and be on time, no matter what you.
Why is there always something blocking the door?
Good question.
Gotta be a way through.
Yeah, not paying any attention to that ominous humming. Cute! Alright. Jacks up the guy. Susie believed Alice would be more popular than Bendy someday. Jacks up the guy. That's a shame in the chapters they didn't include him, like before.
Punching in.
Honestly, that'd be cool just to play a game and find yourself into it somehow. I mean, we can all hope, but then again, life doesn't really work that way. You either get lucky and they pick you, or honestly. The world's not going inky, so no sign of the sign of Bendy. Hello, Bendy. Boris. That's supposed to be Alice? I can't tell. The ink machine. If I remember correctly, something good may happen if I leave it right there, right on the ink machine. There we go. So many Alice Angel. Siren Serenade, sent from above. Oh, that kind of outfit. Can you really say that? Oh dear. Gotta admit, it is catchy. Ugh. Asked me if she could do a facelift. Sweetheart, I don't know what you is, but you is definitely...
Let's see if you're worthy to walk with angels.
Sweetheart, I'm always worthy. The only question is, are you worthy of me? And all our crap is gone. Now, I did a practice run of this before. Here, I chose the path of the angel, and Susie was quite devastated to learn she was replaced by a girl named Allison. Sadly, though, for what I have in the future, I need to travel down the path of the demon. Ugh. Why do I have the feeling this is Joey Drew's old place? So much ink on the Bendies everywhere.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how I got started. Just a pencil and a dream. We all want everything, without even having to lift a finger. They say you just have to believe. Believe can make you succeed. Believe can make you rich. Believe can make you powerful. Why?
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
You can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful and positively silly thought.
Depends on what you believe in, I suppose. If you ask me, Joey Drew believed a little too much. Why would there be a station right there? There's no chance of Bendy coming along. As far as I know is, as long as I don't sprint too often, he won't pop up. Don't do that. Just don't.
Boris. Oh, you scared me to death. Don't suppose you found anything we can use to protect ourselves with. This will do.
Indeed it will. Gin pipe. Shame it doesn't have as much effect on the ink monsters, but on a regular person you could easily bash someone's skull in with this. Does that sound too crude? Honestly, to me it actually sounds like I'm doing them a favor. I mean, most guys, they just try beating you repeatedly on any part of your body.
Looks like to open this, we're gonna need to throw 2 levers at once.
Statue.
You get this one. I'll find the other.
Not sure why this is here and why it's actually open. But you know what? Not important. Just focus on one thing at a time. The Butcher Gang. Not gonna lie, that did kind of give me a Honestly, not gonna lie, I don't scare that much easily. I mean, I'll get surprised, but that's about it. Move along, Boris. I really don't feel like staying here any longer than I have to. If I don't sprint too much, it alerts the ink demon. Clearly, who did that is no fan of Alice. Actually, I'm not a big fan of her myself. Oh well.
You're so interesting. So different.
Am I now?
I have to say, I'm an instant fan. Looks like you've got a date with an angel. Come to me now. Level 9. Just follow the screams.
Always a charmer, Alice. Oh, the screams, she says. Normally most comments, but with a shred of common sense was it actually avoid the screams. And again, if I ever have any chance of getting out of here, oh well. this is.
Step out of your cage. There's a whole
Back to the old mind.
twisted world out here.
These blasted elevators. Sometimes they open,
Thomas.
sometimes they don't. Sometimes they come, sometimes they keep on going to hell and back. I keep telling these people, if Mr. Joey Drew keeps cutting corners like this, someone's sure to end up falling to their death. And it sure ain't gonna be me. I'm taking the stairs.
Good for you, Thomas. It's actually better exercise, too. You should know. Alright, Alice, I'm here. Yo, hey, what's... Whoa, Boris, what's your rush, man? Wow. Well, this must be kind of the existential crisis for you, Boris. And it's not, apparently, it's not just Boris. I really do not.
It took so many of them to make me so beautiful.
Kind of stretching it, sweetheart.
Perfect. Was left behind.
Was it now?
I had to do it. She made me.
Quit trying to play cute, sweetheart.
Who would have thought? Me having lunch with Joey Drew. Apparently times are tougher than I thought. For a moment there, I thought I'd be stuck with a check. But I gotta say, he wasn't at all what I expected. Quite the charmer. He even called me Alice. I liked it.
I bet you did. Yeah. Well, sadly, Joey Drew is quite a few sandwiches shy of a picnic. Again, kind of stretching it. And he's getting tortured. Hello, Alice.
Now the question. Do I kill you? Do I tear you apart to my heart's delight?
Why?
The choices of the beautiful are unbearable.
Stop flattering yourself, honey.
Impossible to choose.
Might I suggest a coin toss?
This little freak, for instance. He crawled in here, trailing his tainted ink to my door. It could have touched me. It could have pulled me back. Do you know what it's like? Living in the dark puddles? It's a buzzing, screaming well of voices. Bits of your mind swimming like fish in a bowl. The first time I was born from its inky womb, I was a wiggling, pussing, shapeless slug. The second time,
I'm surprised there actually was a second time.
me an angel. I will not let the demon touch me again. I'm so close now. So almost perfect. Yes, I will spare you. For now. Better yet, I'll even let you ascend and leave this place. If you will do a few eensy, weensy little favors for me first. Return to the lift, my little errand boy. We have work to do.
What do you mean we? I'm the one who's actually doing everything. Honestly, I'd rather not listen to what this psychopath says, but if it's my only ticket out of here, oh well. I suppose you could call Alice Angel the lesser of two evils. All I know is what's about to come is going to be a colossal pain in the butt. Honestly, that concept, as she described, being inside the ink, a well of voices screaming inside your head, kind of reminds me of the anime Full Metal Alchemist and the Philosopher's Stones, where all those unfortunate to be used as sacrifices to make it. Though I suppose if you have a strong enough mind and will, you can admit.
Machines are hungry. Gather me some spare parts.
Level K, Honestly, y'all.
There are so few rules to our world now. So little truths.
Another
But
beer,
there is
another
one
dollar.
rule we all know and respect down here. Beware the ink demon. Stay out in the open for too long and he will find you. For if you see him, you'd better hide. If
Yeah.
you don't, well, I enjoyed our date.
Wish I could.
Let us begin our work.
Again, what do you mean we?
Met him, the ink demon. They say he hears everything. Every creak of the floor. Every rustle of paper. I wouldn't run so fast if I were you. You never know what will draw him in.
That's why I have no intention of running. Thank you for... you brought it for me. Thank you.
One down. This one's empty.
Find the floor.
Nothing in here.
Come on out, little ink blobs. I wanna play. Go annoy somebody else.
Ah, that should be plenty. Return them to me. And try not to die on the way back.
Oh, don't you worry, sweetheart. I have no intention of dying here today. Or at all, for that matter. She said I just have to remain quiet and big old dumb Bendy won't hear me. Interesting, though. If that were true, as she said, that he hears every creak of the floor, every rustle of paper, why isn't he always on top of me? Like, always on me all the time. Just to be on the safe side. Just in case he decides to spring out of nowhere and pay me a visit. What I find really strange, though, is why is the elevator not around? Perhaps she called it down on purpose. Possibly so that I'd miss it.
Sammy said I had talent. He was always a good liar. Still, he was once a very handsome man.
I'm sure he was. And now he's dead. By the hand of the one he once called a savior. What's interesting? It's true, though. If Bendy truly was the savior, quote-unquote, that Sammy believed him to be, why did Bendy kill him and not me? My theory is perhaps Bendy holds some sort of grudge against me, and he wants me all to himself. Go back to that puddle you belong. Perhaps if Bendy truly is Joey Drew, perhaps Joey has some sort of grudge against Henry. Perhaps because he ran off, decided to quit.
The swollen ones. They're just stuffed full of extra thick ink.
Extra thick.
And yet, it's the perfect thing for keeping myself together.
Kinda
If you're
contradictory,
gonna
don't you
catch
think?
them, you'll have to learn to move quietly. Come back to my door. I have something that you'll need.
Sweetheart, I'm still here. Constable and searchers on level 11. Why exactly are they called searchers? Don't like they have any real reason for attacking me. Out of instinct, perhaps?
I better get overtime for this.
Overtime, he says. Honestly, for simplicity's sake. And the other reason I'm taking the elevator is just so I don't have the misfortune of accidentally bumping into Bendy while I'm traveling. That's the last thing I need. Sorry, you have to be stuck here with me, Boris. He says a statue here. There's one. Stay quiet as not. Not gonna lie, they do look a little disgusting. Hello. You're ugly. Thanks for your ink. Whoa!
Oh, makes my skin crawl. But the task is done. Bring me back my equipment, please.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm gonna actually go exploring this way for a little bit. I believe there's something to... The projectionist. A shame.
Everyone's walking around here like Grandma just died. Nothing but angry faces everywhere. These people gotta lighten up. I mean, hello, you make cartoons. Your job is to make people laugh. I'm telling you, if these people don't start cracking a smile every now and then, I'm out of here.
Be gone with you. Interesting, though. Why would they be so glum? Thank God there is no way out that way. The other side, I just... Being... Big old ugly, but... Ouch. Oh, well. Not gonna lie, there is a certain amount of tension I'm feeling. You hear the whispering coming from the statues.
Once upon a time, there was an angel, and she was beautiful
Boris.
and loved by all.
What's the matter, Boris?
She was perfect, no matter what Joey says.
That's odd. I've never seen Boris so scared. I guess down where he was, that ink demon must have passed by. He doesn't seem like he's been down to this level. Interesting. I got you your ink, girl.
I'll make this simple. Look for valve pads. Turn the little wheels. Then bring me their power cores.
What do you need those
Please don't
for?
make me regret sparing you. I can always change my mind.
True, but then you'd have to do all of this yourself and risk running into the demon. Solve the ink tubes on level P, At least Boris looks a lot better. People don't really seem to understand the value of an errand boy.
Always on time.
Let me just do a quick peek around here for a while. Level P, was it? There's no actual... 14P911. 911. That's supposed to mean something, or is that just someone's bad idea of a joke? If memory serves me right, I'm going to be running to the Ink Demon a lot more on this level than the others. I need to stay on my toes. I don't want to work here anymore. Good for you. Give me a second while I wait in here to rest. Solve the ink too. Oh great, another one. Thank you. Not sure why, but I feel my instincts are telling me to stay in here for a few seconds. Thank Demon. He's close. I can smell it. He will set us free. No, I think he's only interested in himself. This one's been drained too. Memory serves me right, these things are going to be loud. Apologies. I'm uneasy. Nothing yet. Hey, what's with the sneak attacks? Still though, as of yet, no sign of the Ink Demon. God damn it, my heart is pounding. Just for a brief second. Does he hear everything? How did he not hear any of that? He must be on the lower levels. Given how Boris was cringing before. Oh, son of a... He just came in out of nowhere. Can't ambush a guy like that, Bendy. Why did he choose that specific moment of all times to just... I still got two. Seriously, he just popped up out of nowhere. And sadly, it looks like I won't be able to finish this all in one go. I'm gonna have to stop it here. Don't ask me why, but I don't want this to run too long. Still though, I was not expecting a surprise visit from the Ink Demon himself. Not gonna lie, he spooked me for a bit. But honestly, not that terrifying when you think about it. Anyhow, thank you everybody so much for joining me on this little adventure. Hit that like button to let me know you enjoyed yourselves. Pound that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing any more. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to ring that notification bell to stay up to date. And share any opinions you may have with me down in the comments below. And until next time, this is King Zero Phoenix signing off. Laters!